Well, hello. How are you doing this evening? It's good to see you. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and I am coming to you tonight with an embroidery project. And it's going to be a pretty decent sized embroidery project because we're trying to put together several baby gifts to make a baby gift ensemble. I guess you could put it in a baby basket. I put baby basket, but I probably should have put baby ensemble. But everything that we're going to do tonight is going to be in the hoop. Super excited about it because, of course, you know how it is. We only have 2 hours, and we're going to try and make it happen tonight in that 2 hours. And we already got our cutting table up and ready. We got our fabric laid out. We got our ribbon ready to go. And we have our, let's see, which machine are we going to use today? We're going to work with Blessing today, and we're going to get her up and running and make us some really cute baby gifts that you could actually use to give whenever there's new babies coming. Now, I don't know anybody that's about to have no baby, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this with this stuff when I'm done with it. But whatever, we're gonna make this project, and we are gonna have a ball doing it. And we are getting our design projects tonight from Creative Fabrica. And we also have an honorable mention that we're going to show you off of Etsy as well. So hang on to your seats. I'm super excited to get this going with you guys. This was a kind of a request based on a conversation I had with T-Shirt Chick. Don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but she wanted to learn how to make some baby things in the hoop. So I was like, why not make a video, right? I thought it would be a good project to do with you guys. So we're going to use the multi-needle, and unfortunately, only like a couple of projects would be able to be done with 5x7 and lower. But for right now, we're going to be working with bigger hoops. And what we'll do is go out and find some really cute gifts that you can do in the 5x7 so that if you wanted to put together a baby ensemble, you still can. It just won't be the bib and the burp claw. All right. So hopefully that'll make up for not having a smaller project for everybody to do. So, but we want to welcome you here to our channel. Tonight is about embroidery, but we also do DTF, which is called direct to film, where we put basically t-shirt transfers that we can make t-shirts with white ink. So we are starting to do that here on the channel. We also have rhinestones or blings, like the bling shirt we got going on here today. And we also do vinyl, and we also do sublimation as well. So we cover quite a few things, and I like to rotate through all the different things every Sunday. So this Sunday we are going to focus on embroidery. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you all. If you would like to join here on the Hoop Group, we are the Hoop Group here on our channel. And so we have our Facebook page, and we also have the Hoop Group forums on our website, thebabiesbooty.com. You're welcome to join at either one, free of charge. Here on YouTube, we also have memberships that financially benefit the channel, that helps us buy the supplies and the stuff that we need to create the videos, and we appreciate the support. And that you can click the blue join button below the video beside the subscribe button. And we have 3 different levels, and each level has different perks to go with it, but it does make you a part of the Hoop Group here on YouTube, and we appreciate any support that you guys give here on the channel. We thank you very much. But meanwhile, on Sundays, I like to say hi to the folks who take the time out of their busy schedules to join us live. So I'm going to say hi. And tonight, I'm going to kind of like breeze through them kind of quick, not super quick, but kind of quick, so that we can get into our embroidery project, since I have so many different ones that we're trying to get to tonight. But meanwhile, what I would like to say is hi to Miss Pressure, because she was in here first and on the scene. Miss Pressure, thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate your support of our channel. Thank you very much. We have Miss Isabel Morgan Catlett. Good evening to you as well. Miss Felice Newsom, good evening to you as well. Ethel Smith, good evening. Thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Jennifer H. Leela Nelson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I really appreciate it. Fanny McCampbell, hey, how are you this evening? Thank you for joining us. Gail Moore, hello, welcome, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Shamina Stewart, hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining us tonight. We missed you, so thank you for joining us and appreciate you being here. 755 Media, hello, my dear. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. You are part of the Uni crew, and we appreciate you joining us over here. Mary Brown, good evening to you as well. Evelyn Evans, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Awesome name. I like how that rolls off the tongue. Evelyn Evans. I love it. EJ's daughter. Hello. How are you? Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. 2011 Miss Max. Hello. Happy Sunday to you as well. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Angela Cyprin, hello. Kim Dalton, hello. Lori Campbell, hello. She says, show some love and give us a thumbs up, and we appreciate that. Thank you for joining us this evening. Miss Carol Coleman, good evening to you as well. Ooh, don't fuss at me, but thank you for being here. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I got to get back with you. Ooh, don't beat me down. EJ's daughter says hit the thumbs up button. Arlene Wade, welcome. Thank you for joining us from NYC. We appreciate it. Maria Jackson, Dorothy Gaston, Glow Hodges, Shirley Dabney, Deborah Harris Neal, Ms. Zell Nicole, Miss Mimi, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate all of you for joining us. Miss Avery Head, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, and thank you for being here. Jocelyn Taylor, hello. Arlene says, I received my first embroidery machine. She says it's a Brother Innovis NQ1600E. And for those of you who have been here on the channel a while, you definitely know what's about to go down. Whenever someone gets a new baby or a new piece of equipment, is what we call our babies here in the Hoop Group. We like to celebrate with you because a lot of times our family members and friends just don't quite get why we're so excited about a new piece of equipment. So whenever you're here and you get something new, and you already have it. Now, if it's being ordered, we'll ring the bell when it gets there. But if you have it there and it's been delivered and you're super excited about it, let us know and we'll ring the bell and celebrate with you. So I want to tell you, Miss Wade, congratulations on your new Brother Innovis NQ1600E. Woo! Yes! Congratulations. Congratulations, ma'am. You have fun with your new baby. We're going to be doing a lot of projects with our embroidery machine here soon. Baby Giant Services LLC, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for encouraging folks to hit the like button. Miss Crafty Creations, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tanyu, hey Tanyu, how are you? I missed you. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Andrea Ross, good Sunday evening to you as well, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Miss 143 says, hi even everyone, happy Sunday. Miss 143, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Certainly, thank you very, very much. Let's see. I scrolled too fast and just lost everything. Oh my gosh. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. PJ Coppage, welcome. You said we just had an early arrival. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Maria Jackson, Treasure Designs LLC. Welcome. Thank you. Arlene says she's a little t-shirt tickets. Totally awesome. So Crafty, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I really appreciate it. Thank you. DTC Queen, good evening. Chris Smith, hello, welcome. Big Boy Prince, hello. He's saying hey to Betty. Betty is over there listening. She says hey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Johnny Jimerson, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you brought the support on over. The love is strong over there on Big Boy Prince. So thank you for joining us over here. Beverly Smith, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. JD, hey JD, oh my gosh, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. JJP, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate it. Miss Lady D, hello. Felice Newsom, hey, how are you? Miss Bickham, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it, and hopefully everything's going well over there with your neck of the woods. Carmen Alvarado, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry, welcome. Thank you for joining us, my dear, even though I know things are going a little somber there, but I appreciate you taking the time to join us today. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So Crafty said, great bling class. Yes, we did have a great time in our rhinestone class. We had a class October the 1st, and I was super nervous about it, but it ended up being fantabulous. Actually, I have to say I did very well, but it was a lot of preparation. I prepared for that thing like I was doing a final exam in college or something. So we had a really great time, and we are preparing to do another bling class here soon because I know with the holidays coming up, there's going to be a lot of gift giving and things of that magnitude, and you kind of want to be cute, you know, when you're walking around all sparkly, and just in case it snows, the bling looks great in the snow. So yeah, we need to definitely host another bling class, and I'll be letting you guys know when that'll be, because I'm actually thinking in another 2 weeks, but I want to be sure of the dates. Kristen Smith, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Maria, hello. Late Night Crafting with Stacy. Hey, dear, how are you tonight? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Renee Boyd, hello. Margot, hello. Renee said she had to take a study break. Well, thank you for taking a study break. We appreciate it. Let's see. Dimps Designs. Good evening to you as well. Welcome, welcome. Barb LaFawn. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Me Creatively by Kim. Welcome. And we have a new member, Johnny Jimerson. We also ring the bell for new members. So thank you for joining the Hoop Group here on YouTube. Yes, welcome. Oh, come on, bro. The bell was trying to act monkey. Thank you for joining us here on our channel. I'm so excited. Thank you. We love having new members. So definitely ring your purple bell now that you got one in your emojis. That's going to be awesome sauce. And everybody else, please definitely show some love and welcome our member by ringing your purple bell as well. Let's see who we have. Arlene Wade says, woo. PJ Coppins is ringing the bell. Thank you. We appreciate it. Monica Torres, she says, hello, I'm super excited. I got the Cricut Maker 3. So the new Cricut Maker, girl, you finna be cutting up all kind of stuff. So congratulations to you as well. Yay! That's what's up, girl. Not the Cricut Maker. Holler. She gonna be out there cutting all kind of stuff. She gonna be cutting up while she cutting up. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Congratulations, my dear. Welcome. Miss Deborah Smith, hello. How are you doing? Let's see. How far am I? So I can get uh-oh, can you barely hear me? How is it going? Because I can turn the volume up, but I know when I ring the bell, it gets much louder. So let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. So if I need to turn it up, I can, okay? Dab Prince, hello from Maryland. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. She says, Dana from Maryland. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know. Shamina Stewart says, host a community baby shower. I host them once a year here in Detroit. I'll help you. I also just purchased a new digital heat DFX machine. It basically cuts my vinyl weeding out. I love it. Congratulations to you and your digital heat FX machine. Congratulations. Yes. New babies in the house. We love it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Hey, Suzanne Go Grand Go. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Stella Bird, hello from Bloomfield, Michigan. Welcome. Karen Murray, welcome from Canada. Thank you for joining us. Jennifer Allison, hello. Diane Day from Tejas, hello. Debbie Fortenberry, Louisiana, hello. Thank you for letting us know. And thank you for joining us. Oh Lord, it skipped and went all kind of which ways. Oh no, it didn't. I'm doing good. I done kind of got caught up. Hold on. Just say the word LLC. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate you being here. SB is the name. Turn the volume up. Okay, we'll turn it up some and see if that helps you guys out. Let me know if I get too loud from turning it up like that. All right. JJP said, oh, this is Laverne Miller. She says, hi, and everyone loved the class. Thank you for letting me know. I did enjoy it. It ended up being a lot of fun. So I'm super excited about doing another one. Latanya York, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Felicia Storm, hello, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Let's see. Gail Moore, I think you came in earlier as well. Oh my gosh, look at all the bells. I just absolutely love it. These teas and things. Hello, how are you? welcome, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Board Q is Sewing and Crafts. Hey, love, how are you? I hate I missed you Friday. Oh my gosh, I was getting ready and teaching the class, so I didn't get to watch. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch later. So I'm excited about that. But thank you for joining us this evening. I really appreciate it. Always good to have you here with us. Lydia Harris, hello. She got herself a new baby too. She got the Persona 100. So congratulations to you, ma'am, and that Persona 100. Yo, big old single needle machine. Congratulations, ma'am. Woo! Congratulations. Yes, that's what's up. That Persona is nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's a nice machine. I'm glad you got it. And be sure to let us know what projects you're working with. Post pictures in the hoop group. We'd love to see all of you guys' projects. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, cool. I am getting. Hey, Erica McNeil. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Ethel Smith says she got a new ET 8550 and a Maker 3. Go ahead on out here with your double babies going on around there. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. That's what's up. She got two babies going on over there at her house. Baby Giant Services, you are coming through clear as a bell. Anyone having issues tonight needs to log off and then log back in. Well, hopefully turning it up a little bit will help out some with that too. Ray Williams, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Barbara Bonaparte, hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. 60 Sweet Pea from Fresno, California, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for hanging out with us this evening. Chris Mill says sound is much better. Okay, cool. We'll leave it there. Barbara Bonaparte says she got her Cricut today. Oh my goodness, another baby, y'all. These purple bells is going all over the place. Congratulations on your new Cricut machine. Woo! Yes. Congratulations. So all of these babies, we appreciate you letting us know about them. If you have any more babies, please let us know. Keep them coming. I will have my eye on the chat as we continue on through the night. But what we're going to do is go ahead and get into doing some embroidery tonight. So I'm super excited about it. It's been a little bit since we've done an embroidery project. And then one with this many different projects involved in it is going to be crazy. So let's give it a shot and see what we can do. Hey, Kara Dayhoff, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I really, really appreciate the support of our channel. Yes, thank you kindly. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us from Illinois. I appreciate it. So let's see. I'm going to pull up the designs that we're going to be working with tonight. And again, the first ones that we're going to work with are the ones from Creative Fabrica. All right. So let me get this screen switched over. And one of the things that I found out with my cameras. Hey, Fidel, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We're going to be working with embroidery tonight, not DTF. So hopefully we won't bore you too bad, but the embroidery is definitely going to be on deck tonight. But you guys know I talk about Creative Fabrica all the time. I absolutely love Creative Fabrica. Yes, I am an affiliate for Creative Fabrica, but I mean, you can't help but love them. They give you everything you need to be successful in our line of business, and that's garment decor and all kinds of projects, right? So tonight we're going to actually click on the embroidery tab. Now I'm usually going into the graphics tab because that's like my favorite thing to do, especially when we're dealing with sublimation and DTF. But tonight let's go into embroidery. And when we get into the embroidery tab, whenever you get a moment, take your time and scroll through the really super cute embroidery designs that they have available here on their channel that you can download. Once you're a member, all you got to do is click on the image, and once the image pulls up, the button says download, right? So you can join for $1 if you're not a member already. We have the link in the description below. You can join for $1, but if you join through our link, the cost is $19 per month forever. It doesn't go up because I believe other places it's a little bit more than that. All right, so going back to the main embroidery page, let's go down here to the search tab and we're going to type in the hoop. All right. And when you do in the hoop, it's going to pull up all kinds of stuff. So I forgot to add another word. Let's do in the hoop baby. All right. So now it shows we got 210 embroidery designs in the hoop baby. All right. So do you have any it seems lower? No, it's not turned down. I just turned it up. Miss Cushionberry, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, my dear. Um, oh no, don't burn dinner. Don't do that. Hey, so too we begin embroidery. Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, and we appreciate you joining us this evening. So scrolling through Creative Fabrica, right here is one of the first ones we're going to do is this baby bib in the hoop pattern. All right, this is one, and all of these are in the hoop, but I'm going to be doing this one. I'm pretty sure we got the right size for that. And then we also are going to do this baby teething blanket, the Lovey with the tags. We're going to do that tonight as well. And then we also, now I wanted to do this one, the baby teether with the little bunny ears. I wanted, really wanted to do that one. And I had some wooden rings somewhere, and for the love of everything merciful, I could not find my rings. So we're going to skip that one for now. And I'm pretty bummed out about it because I wanted to do that one. But we are going to do the contoured baby burp cloth in the hoop as well. So definitely give these guys a check out. Designed by Geeks. They have some really cool in the hoop baby products. Okay, so what we're going to do is put 1, 2, 3 things together to go in the hoop. All right, I thought it was 4 things, but I know definitely the 3. And what I'm going to do is show you not only how to make this, but also how to customize it as well. So you can customize this, especially if you have Sew What Pro. Okay, so if you have your Creative Fabrica membership already, then definitely click on each one of the designs, click on download, and we will go ahead and get started. All right, so now if y'all don't mind, please remind me towards the end of this, especially if we don't run out of time, and show you one of my other super favorite in the hoop baby sets. Absolutely love this person on Etsy, and I really want you guys to see her and see her store so that you can be just as wowed by all of her in the hoop stuff as I was. All right, so let's start out with the baby bib because that's the easy peasiest of them all, and I already downloaded it. So I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to do, here it is, baby bib in the hoop, and it says 6 by 10 and then 8 by 10 and then 8 by 12. Now I'm pretty sure the 6 by 10 is going to be, I'm sorry, the 8 by 10 is going to be too big. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to start with the 6 by 10 only for right now, and only because I know for sure it's gonna fit, and like I said, I don't know anybody that's expecting a baby right now, so it's no point in me like going all out to find the right size bib and all of that jazz. But what I'm going to do is open this up in Sew What Pro first. Okay, so when we open up Sew What Pro, I'm not going to update it right now. When we open it up in Sew What Pro, I'm going to get the right size hoop first of all. Because it is not going to fit in the 5 by 7. All right, so here is the bib. Now, the way this stitches out, there's your first stitch, and I'm going to check and see if this is the placement stitch or if this is the tack down stitch. But there's your first stitch, then it goes back over it again, and then your final stitch. So, and notice the final stitch has an opening in it so that you can turn it inside out. All right, and then you'll close it after you get it off the hoop. You don't need a sewing machine. Now there are 2 ways to close this up. One is by sewing machine, which is good, and I'll show you why it would be good when we get to that step. But you also have another option, and it's no sew. We just use hem tape and some heat to close it up. Okay, so we'll do that as well. But here's the first stitch, there's the second one, and then there is the third. All right, so first stitch looks like it's going to be the placement stitch. The second one, it looks like it's going to basically tack down the bib in place. Now, if that is the case, this is where you want to add your customization on this bib. So here we could put in the baby's name. With Sew Up Pro, that's really easy to do. We would just go to File, and we would do Merge. Hey, the Educated Natural, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And we would go to, in my case, I'm going to go to Libraries. No, not Libraries. Hold on. Embroidery. That's where I'm going. And then I'm going to, where are my letters? Here is my letters file. And I'm just going to pick something super simple, hopefully. Let's do Bella. And I'm going to do this letter B. Yikes, that is not what I wanted to do. Let's go back. And here we go, letter B. We're going to put B. And then we'll merge in. Actually, since I opened that one, I'm going to go to Info Icon View. We'll go B, A. B, and then the letter Y. I was going to get a fancy Y, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so line that up. B-A. That's super cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. B-A-B-Y. And forgive my grumpy doggy. All that racket he's making outside. Okay. So let's close out Info Icon View because we're done with that. And I'm going to select all three. And this font that I'm using is from Stitchtopia, which I let you guys know about Stitchtopia all the time because her fonts are top notch. There should be a link in the description below for her fonts. And what I'm going to suggest is that you check her out and use our code to get 10% off your first purchase of gorgeous embroidery fonts. And the code is A5E57. A5E57, and I'm pretty sure that's in the description below. If not, I'll definitely add it after the show. So now that I have all four letters, I'm just going to put baby because, like I said, I don't know. It looks uneven to me, and that is killing me. And I know it's not. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's because of the way the swirls are. It's just like really throwing me off. Okay. So let me grab all four letters, and what I'm going to do is join them because I don't want that to change, and then I want it to be easy when I move it. So all I had to do was hold down the shift key, click it, and drag it up and down, and it'll put it in place for you. That's an easy way to rearrange your stitches, and now we're done. That's it. That's totally it. So here's our bib. This is what we're going to send over to our embroidery machine. So I'm going to do save as, and I'm going to do desktop, and I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to say custom. All right, for the desktop. All right, I'd saved that as the wrong thing. I just saw it as I saved it. I don't want Tajima. I want it to be PES. All right, there we go. All right, so there's our files. And I don't know what has my dogs acting all the way up. My window is open because it was pretty warm today, so you can hear them a lot clearer than normal. So now what we'll do is go ahead and drag this over to the embroidery machine. So I'm going to pull up my F drive, which is Blessing back there. And we are going to go back to our desktop as well. I'm going to open that in a new window. And I'm going to grab that bib, which is right here, and drag it over to the embroidery machine. Woohoo! That was easy peasy, mac and cheesy. All right, so that's that. Now what we need to do is take a look. We're going to grab this first color stop because it's the first thing that's going to stitch. And I'm going to look at the size. The size of this is 6 by 9. Okay, so I definitely need to make sure that my embroidery hoop fits a 6 by 9. So let's switch over to the cutting table and we will go ahead and get that going. So let me see. All right, I saw a question. Hey, Yvonne, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to take my phone with me so that I can see the chat and hopefully answer questions while I'm over here. All right, so we said that that one was going to be 6 by 9, right? Well, this particular hoop that I have with the 6-needle embroidery machine, this one is a pretty decent size hoop. This one is magnetic, which makes it really super easy to hoop bulky projects, right? And the reason why I chose to use this instead of my standard hoop, okay, is because the project is going to be bulky. When I make my baby bibs, I don't use, you know, just regular, I use flannel for my bibs on the front for sure, but on the back I don't use flannel, I use terry cloth. So I go and grab the super cheap towels that are at Walmart. This one is a hand towel, and I use these and cut them up because they're pretty thin, but they're terry cloth and they're still super absorbent. So this is what I use on the back of my bibs and burp cloths. So we're going to be using that, and it's a little bulkier than just regular fabric. So I'm going to use a magnetic hoop to make it easier for me to hoop that. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side, and I have my ribbon for the little taggy type thingy that we're going to make. So I'm going to set the ribbon to the side, and I found this super cute fabric, y'all, OMG, at Walmart of all places. And I thought it was really cute, and I figured it would match this pretty decent, except for that pink one, but we ain't gonna care because, like I said, I don't know anybody pregnant. And we are going to make it out of this fabric, okay? Now, at first, I pulled out this off-white flannel to make it just easy. And I may still stick with this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. No, because I want to do this one. So we're not going to do the regular flannel. We're going to go super cute. That's what we're going to do. All right, so now I need to cut stabilizer and this fabric to fit our magnetic hoop. All right, and this hoop is 8 by 13. And to keep myself from having to do math, because what do y'all know about me? I don't care to do math. I just don't. I want it to be easy peasy, like mac and cheesy style. So what I generally do is just roll out the stabilizer, match it to the hoop, and boom, I don't have to guess too hard. So let's grab our cutter, and I'm going to cut up the side here. And this is cutaway stabilizer, okay? So this is cutaway. You could do tearaway, but once we flip it inside out, it's going to be kind of hard to get to the stabilizer. So we'll just leave the stabilizer in there. And if it's cutaway, then it'll be kind of like fabric. So it'll make it really nice. And then I'm going to cut this so that it rests nice and even right in here. And that would be halfway point there. So, all right. Get that out of the way. So here is our stabilizer. Okay. So let's set that off to the side. The hoop, that is. And then I'm going to grab this fabric. All right, and I'm going to use this to measure and cut it at the same length just about. And I'm cutting through all of these layers, and I need a new blade that was trash. So let's grab these scissors and finish up what the rolly didn't get. There we go. All right, and now, as you see, it's almost the same width folded. So that's good. That means we can get several pieces of work out of this folded like it is, and that looks to be 4 layers. It is. So I'm just going to cut it just like it is. All right. Y'all, I hear rain. I didn't know it was supposed to rain. All right. And And if I'm going super fast, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure that we get through our projects tonight without missing out on anything. So that's one piece, two pieces. Let's see if this is separate. Yes. All right, cool beans. So we already have our stuff cut for our next project. How cool is that? So let's grab one layer of our gorgeous woodland creature fabric. And we are going to lay this out, our stabilizer, our cutaway stabilizer. And then I'm going to lay our fabric over the top. What in the world has my dogs acting up? So help me. I don't want to have to go out there and lay something out. Even though we're in like rural area, so it could be a deer or something, y'all. Now that I think about it. And I don't want to lay out the woodland creatures because this was their home first. So, all right. So there we go. And they may already know that we're doing some cute fabric with a deer on it. So they might be coming to say, hey, I don't know. But for right now, we're going to just put this magnet hoop together. And there's a little bit of a, see how that is? This fabric is super soft. So I'm going to give it a slight tug. I don't want it to be super tight, but I don't want it to have that bubbly slack in it, okay? So let's take a look. That looks nice and even right there. So here is our project. Hey, Shamira, how are you? I'm going to say hi really quick. Felicia, I bought some anti-peel fleece from Joanne today. Yes, that's what's up. Hey, Janet McKinney, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Let's see. Max is out there acting all the way up. Barb, I am using Sew What Pro. That is the program that I use for all embroidery projects, with the exception of digitizing, because that's not a digitizing software program. You should do Naomi for your niece. Oh, okay. Is Naomi gonna like Woodland Creature red and white and gray and black? If Naomi would like that, then I sure will. Even though I put baby, I'll have to change the name. Hey, Yvonne from California. I appreciate it. Leela, I have a baby shower next Saturday that I need to make something for. Cool. Guys, we definitely gonna be doing that. Got to give okay, cool. I'm just about caught up. Yas. Hey, Simone Langley, how are you? Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube hoop group member. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and put this on the embroidery machine because we already drug the embroidery design over here, right? So let's switch it over to, actually, Miss Beckham, let me know if I need to change that from saying baby to saying Naomi. I sure will. Where are we? There we go. Blessing cam. All right, so here is the embroidery hoop going on. I'm going to pull up the design. I don't know if you can see that part. And it still came over as DST. Oh, that's because I forgot to drag the thing. So I'm going to back out of this. Hold on. I don't want DST. I want it to be the PES version. Big Boy says, hey to Marissa. Is he saying hey to Marissa? Yes, he is. All right. I want to drag over the PES. I apologize. Give me one moment so that I can take the right one over there. Here it is. Okay. I drug the wrong one. And then I'm going to take off the one I don't want. Boom. Just like that. That's what's up. Okay. Now we're going to, hey, Erica from California, welcome. Now we're going to pull up the design. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put it back center. And that is one cool thing with this particular machine. It automatically shows you the far right, the far left, if you select that, and the far top. and the bottom, so that we make sure, doubly, triply, quadruply sure that we don't bump our hoop. All right, so that's the cool thing. So let's close this out. I'm going to actually use black thread to stitch the outside of it, but on the inside for the name, since it's going right here, I'm going to stick with, let me know while we're stitching out the outline, before we put the word BABY, what color should I put here? Should I do it in white? Should I do it in red? And I definitely know black won't show up. So what color should we put right here? Put your answer in the chat of what you think, okay? Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first thing. Oh, Lord. That's stitch number 1. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot to set my colors, y'all. What in the world kind of sense is that? All right. I said black, so I need to put that in there. All right. There we go. Red, 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 red. Okay. Any other colors? Red will stand out more. Red because of all the white in that area. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to put red. Oh, you know, I wouldn't have minded changing it now. Okay. So the next step, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, the next step, this was supposed to be the placement stitch so that I could just put the bib on top, but I ended up just hooping the whole piece of fabric. So we're just going to go ahead and let that next stitch stop. Next stitch out as well. T-shirt man Lowe's, that's what's up. Hey, EJ's daughter, red, but my first choice is purple. Huh, I wonder how purple would look on there. I'll have to try that on a separate run. I'm gonna go with red too. I appreciate it, thank you. My first thought was gold. Latanya, I got gold up there on the top, and I thought of gold, but I was like, I don't know. Gold might be too, I don't know. I do have gold up there, but we're going to stick with red. I don't know. Babies don't need gold. Or do they? All right, so with this one, we're going to change it to red. And stitch baby. Absolutely love embroidery, and I'm gonna tell you a funny story while they're stitching out. I've been doing baby gifts and making baby things for a really long time, and my family knows that, my kids know that. So when my daughter-in-law got pregnant, I gave her a gift. I don't remember going to her first baby shower. I don't think I did. So after the baby was born, I gave her a gift of an embroidered something, blanket or something. I can't even remember at this point. So when she got pregnant again with my second grandson, I wanted to go to the baby shower. And so I started early making baby stuff. And I made a whole set of all kind of stuff. A wipes holder, some bibs, a blanket, burp cloth. I mean, the whole nine. Just lost my mind and went all out. And I made a blanket for his older brother too, who is now 2 years old, I think, 2 or 3. I made him a new blanket since he's a big boy, big brother. And got to the baby shower and, you know, put my gift in with everybody else's and sat there. And I'm actually a stepmother-in-law. Probably not that big of a deal to mention that, but I am. And we all were sitting there and they were opening gifts left and right. When it finally got time to open gifts, they were opening gifts left and right, left and right. Here's gift, here's that person's gift, here's that person's gift. And I realized they saved mine till last. And she was like, when they got to mine, oh my God, I'm so excited. I've been waiting forever for this. And that she was super, everybody was like, oh, and I kind of felt bad because, you know, the other gifts weren't quite as exciting. But they absolutely love these baby gifts. So if you want to knock the socks off of folks at baby showers, definitely do some embroidered gifts. These in the hoop baby bibs and stuff are super, super, super easy to do. As you saw, super, super easy to customize and put the baby's name, especially if you put the baby's name, y'all. I swear, so help me. They love that, to put the baby's name on there. Now, the only thing that kind of gets my goat is when the people are like, oh, we're not telling anybody the baby's name, but I'm at the baby shower, so how the heck you expect me to give a custom gift if I'm at the baby shower and don't know the baby's name? But, you know, whatever. In that instance, you just put baby and go from there and make that happen. Hey, Vivian Crosby. Hey, Craftable Things. Patrice. Patrice in the house. Welcome, welcome. So yes, definitely make custom baby gifts. They absolutely love them. They will be a hit at baby showers. They really, really will. So definitely check that out. Yes, Boracua, she says embroidery gifts are always the best. Folks love customization. Yes, they do. And Miss Blessing decided she wanted to throw her thread. So let's get her rethreaded real quick. I don't know why this machine does that. When it changes stitches, it stops and stuff. So that's the one annoying thing about this machine. And I've seen someone else's machine do the same thing, so it's not just mine. All right. Let's see. Doing this with the camera in the way. Okay. All right. Okay. And there we go. I think my neighbors are just like coming and going. Yeah, that's what's going on. Neighbors are coming and going. Getting the dogs riled up. I'm gonna close my window too. Maybe that'll drown them out a little bit. All right. Super cute. Okay, that's Bella font, by the way. If anyone, what is the name of my machine? Whoops, sorry. This machine, her name is Blessing, but she's PR655 brother. No, it's 655. It's older than the 670. The 655E. Yes, Miss Bickham, it did add sentimental value because I was gonna make my grandbaby some cute stuff. I was gonna show all the way out. Shameful, shameful. Just shameful. Ooh, that font is cute. So if you, I'm serious, y'all, if you want a really cute font, this one is called Bella, and it's at stitchtopia.com. Let me check the, I'm gonna check the YouTube and see that I usually keep her stuff in the description. Yep, it is in the description, the code and everything. So if you want to get that font, the link is in the description. Oh, that's adorbs. One more letter and then we will be ready for the towel. So while the towel is stitching, I'm sorry, while that design is stitching, we are going to go ahead and cut out a towel that goes on top. So with the towel, let's see. I'm gonna cut it with scissors over here at the cutting table. Let's see. Actually, let's get a real towel, not that hand towel. I don't use Sew It Pro software. Just curious, did you have to map your fonts into your software previously in order to merge them in as easily as you did? Renee, no, the new one got Wi-Fi? Holler! I have to check that out. No, Renee, you can map the fonts in. I choose not to because I'm old school, so to speak, because back in the day, that was not an option in Sew It Pro. But it is, hold on. That ain't what we want, y'all. Hang on. Stop! Okay. I forgot to tell it to stop after doing the lettering. Okay. And let me back that up and turn it black because we're doing the outline now. Okay. So let's switch over to Le Cutting Table. So back in the day, you used to have to map the fonts in, but you don't have to. Hold on, sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Back in the day, mapping the fonts into Sew It Pro wasn't even an option. It is now, but I don't do it because I'm used to the old school way where that wasn't even an option. So you just went with the way it was. But as you see, for me, it's just super easy to navigate without taking the time to go and map the fonts in. I prefer to do it that way, but to each his own. You don't absolutely have to do it that way, but that's just, that's what I choose to do. All right, so I'm going to cut this, and it's unfortunately going to waste some towel, but it's all right. It ain't going to hurt anything. And so now that we've cut our piece of towel, let me show you how we're going to do that on the bib. And what we're going to do at this point is we are going to lay the towel on top, okay? And we want to cover this up. So we're going to lay this towel right there. Make sure, matter of fact, come down some. There we go. And now we're going to stitch our final stitch. Towel is on top, right? Hey, Jesse Gibson, how are you? Welcome. PJ Coppage, it is a cute boy software. Lord Father. It is a cute fabric for a boy. I love the pattern. I also like the fact that it's versatile. So it could be either or, because red, white, and black and gray is kind of like neutral. So that was the other reason why I liked it. And, the red and blacks and the whites are brain stimulating colors for the babies. So that's the other reason I chose that fabric. Actually, I think I was supposed to make some. Oh, I know. I was supposed to make something for somebody's baby, but I changed my mind. And we ain't going to go into the reason why. Oh, Lord. Oh, don't pay me no attention. So this is the last step, and what it's doing is attaching the back of the bib to the front of the bib, so that when we turn it inside out, the back of the bib will become the back of the bib. All right? So if you were doing that with, well, I'll show you that when we get over here to the table. And actually, let me get a new pair of scissors, or a stronger pair of scissors, rather. Let's get these. That's too big. Let's get these. Okay. Got my scissors. Hey, T. Johnson, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Would you ever use minky fabric as a bib? Yes. Yes, I would. Probably for me, I would use it as the back, but it just depends. It depends on just how swanky of a of a bib I'm trying to make for somebody. Now I did use it for the front. There's a low pile minky that's really super smooth on the front, and there's like stars and stuff kind of embedded in the fabric. That one, yes, I would definitely have used before, and it turned out super pretty. But it just depends on, again, like I said, what I'm making for somebody. So here we have our bib, and as I mentioned before, the back of the bib was stitched to the front, right? So let's take it out of the hoop. And set that off to the side. Set this off to the side. And here's our bib. Now, if you were doing this not with terry cloth or towel, if you were doing this with the same fabric, that's perfectly fine. But when you do that last step where I lay the towel on top, you would actually take the same fabric and lay it face down, so that when you flip it inside out, this would be the back of the fabric, back of the bib rather, and the front of the bib would be the front. Okay, so you would put it face down if you have a design fabric, but since we're doing towel, it didn't matter. Alrighty, so now let's cut this out, and you want to be careful not to cut the stitching. You also don't want to get too close to your stitch line, and it's because the towel has a tendency to unravel a little bit, and we don't want it to unravel to the point that it goes beyond the stitches and you end up with a hole. All right, so let's cut this out. Super simple. Now when I get to this opening right here where the stitches stop, I kind of like to cut at an angle, kind of going this way, and then make a tab, and then I'm gonna come back in and continue cutting, being super careful when I cut in that channel. Cut out the inside. This is a little bitty bib, so this would be excellent for baby shower because it'll probably be one of the first bibs the baby put on, and it's a little teeny baby. So this being a small bib is great. Now I have not found, I think, but one in the hoop bib for 5x7 embroidery machine, but you see how small this is. This was, what did we say, 8x10? Or no, this one was the 7 by something. So this would be much smaller if it was 5x7, so just keep that in mind. All right, so now we have it all cut out, and we can move all of this out of the way. And what you want to do is reach down in that channel and start pulling this joker inside out. And when I tell you the smaller the bib is, the more challenging this is. But if you stay the course, don't pull super hard, you know, because you can rip the bib. It is easy to do with terry cloth. But, you know, just take your time. There are things that you can, tools that you can buy to make the process a little bit easier to turn things inside out. Especially for this part, that can be helpful, but I just kind of fool with it and just, you know, keep plugging away at it until I get it turned inside out. All right, and pull all that excess out of the way. And so now with it inside out, there's our embroidery. Embroidery is there. So putting the towel on the top and flipping it inside out allows the embroidery to be on the front, and all of our stitching is on the inside. So you can't see the stitch lines that we just did. So that's why we turn it inside out. All right, come on, fingers, cooperate. Trying to make sure my arthritis don't show its butt on live video with y'all. And a lot of your in the hoop projects are going to be turning things inside out. I'm warning you now. So just keep that in mind. And yes, these are very, very quick to work up. Very. The only other thing was, as I mentioned earlier, the only downside is taking the time to turn it, the loop part, getting it turned inside out, as you see, is not the easiest thing to do, but especially if you're using terry cloth. And don't use a thick towel. Lord help me. Please go to Walmart and get the little thin towels, because otherwise you cannot have arthritis and turn these jokers inside out. You just can't. Now, I can get a pencil or something like that and help me poke this through, but what I've found is if I just, take my time and work it, eventually it'll come through and I won't poke a hole accidentally through the terry cloth. Come on. Now, finishing this off, let me see if I can shove this through a little bit to help out on the other side. Finishing this off, I like to use a snap. Myself personally is my favorite way to finish bibs. You can use cam snaps. You can use Velcro. You can use metal snaps. I prefer metal snaps. They just have a more, to me, they just have a more longevity type look to it. You know what I'm saying? Looks like, because metal, you would think, hey, this is going to last a long time. Whereas if it's a plastic snap, sometimes they may think that it's not going to last. But that's just a personal viewpoint. You can use whichever one you'd like. Come on. Come to mama. I should have got I don't know what happened to my turning tool. I used to have one. But I don't know what I did with it, y'all. Yikes, come on. And then my fingernail broke, so it keeps snagging the bib, so it's not helping. Is it difficult to use the mighty hoops with having arthritic hands? No, it's actually better. I use a small dowel, that way no points to poke through. Sheila Cushionberry, I swear, every time I fool with you, you come up with a zinger. And now I gotta remember, I'm over here looking now for my darn, I had a dowel rod sitting right here. And now that joker is gone. Let me continue to struggle while I look around for that dowel rod, because I do have one somewhere. Because otherwise, at this rate I'm going, it's going to be 12 years. The baby will be 14 by the time I get done. Let's see. Let me find a pen or a pencil or something. No, dowel rod is skinnier. So it would work better, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let's see if this ink pen will work, because it's kind of skinny. Let's see if we can get that to work. Hey, Sam Day 44. Forceps are a great tool to use. I got that too. Wait a minute, or do I? I don't know that I have any. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have a chopstick. I got a dowel somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. Let me see if I can't get let's try these. I don't know where my rheostat, what do you call them darn things, like you say, forceps? I got these, which they look like they'll pull better than my little wimpy fingers right now with the, there we go. It helps to open it up too. Open it up. But like I said, this is a small bib. The smaller the bib, the harder this is. The larger bibs, the larger bibs don't have restricted space. And of course, unfortunately, the larger bibs mean a larger hoop though, right? And the 6-needle embroidery machines generally don't go big enough. 10 needle, 12, 15 needles, probably, well, 12 I'm sure probably would. But the 6-needle, no, because our largest hoop is, what is that, 300 by 200? 300 by 200 or 11.8 by 7.9. So that's not big enough for an 8 by 10 bib. And this one, I want to say, what did I tell y'all? It was a 7 by something or other. Yay, we're at the end. Finally, Jesus Lord, help. Hold a piece of twine or yarn in the snap area to be caught in the seam. Will allow you to pull the bib right out using the, oh, that's smart. Hey, Lupe, how are you? Okay, so we finally, Lord, finally got it all the way through. Super, super cute. Now, as I mentioned before, look at how little that is. Oh my God, that's a preemie. It's a preemie size bib. That's not super big for a kid at all. But anyways, so for the bigger babies, you'll have to get a bigger hoop. But for right now, you can close this up 2 different ways, okay? So remember I told you to leave this as like a tab when we cut it. And hopefully you can see what I mean by a tab a little bit better by having it right there like that. So that tab sticking up, you just tuck the 2 sides in, tuck them down just like so, and that closes up the bib. Now, 2 things you can do. We can get some stitch witchery, hem tape, whatever you call it. Let me grab it so that you can see. I don't have an iron on or my thing. Is my thing plugged up? Nope, it's not plugged up. My hand heat press, I could plug it up. But stitch witchery, hem tape, whatever you want to call it. Whoops. And I'm throwing it all over Kingdom Come. And you can just tuck it right in that crease. Just like so. And on an iron setting that does not include steam, you can press it, hold it for about 20 seconds, and it will close it all the way up, and you're done with closing up the bib. Then you just need to add whatever attachment you want to use. And if you're using a metal snap, then you don't have to worry about having to stitch anything. But if you're going to use a Velcro, for instance, then with Velcro you will have to stitch in the Velcro, because you can't use the adhesive Velcro. It'll come loose on the baby, and then that won't do anybody any good. So I just put my snap on just like so, and there you have, and a snap on the opposite side, and there you have a bib that's completed. Okay, so I'm going to plug up the little mini press so that it can heat up and we can close it up with that hem tape while we're working on the burp cloth. But the alternative way to close this up, if you're handy with the sewing machine and you know how to sew, that would be my recommended way to close this up. All right, so what you would do is what's called top stitching. So if you are handy with sewing and you know how to sew, then you know what top stitching is. But top stitching is like a decorative stitch, technically. You would set your sewing machine at its longest stitch setting, and you just go and follow about, you know, maybe a quarter of an inch from the edge of the bib and go all the way around, and make sure that when you come here that you catch those tabs that we left, so that it'll close this up. And I actually go a little closer than a quarter of an inch. I try to get all the way, you know, just a good bit close to the edge of the bib. And what that does is 2 things. Not only does it close up the bib, but it also helps discourage when they put this in the wash. It helps discourage it from doing this number right here when the bib goes in the wash and then it comes out and is washed like that. It kind of helps keep it nice and flat. It helps it keep its shape when you do your top stitching. So that's usually my preferred way to close up a baby bib. But in this instance, we're going to do stitch witchery because, like I said, I don't have any babies to give this to, so we got to figure that out. All right, so I'm not super worried about it. So here's the baby bib. Our next one is the Burp Claw. So let's go to our Burp Cloth design. My life dolls, yes, girl. And like I said, newborns, you know, if they wanted to take a picture of the baby with its new bib, with its name, you know what I'm saying, then that would work out really well as well for that type of gift. So here is the bib we just did. So now what I'm going to do is open a new document, and I'll show you why. And we're going to do the burp claw. So the contour baby burp claw. Let's open that. And here's the 6x10. So let's grab that one. And that's PEC, HUS, PES. All right. And again, this is in Sew What Pro. So I'm going to grab the larger hoop. Wrong one. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is that big enough? Yeah, I think that's big enough. Okay. So here is the burp claw. Same similar steps, 1, 2, 3. So you remember, just like we did with the bib, we did our placement stitch, then we stitched the bib down, and after that is where we put B-A-B-Y, right? So in this instance, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to copy B-A-B-Y so that I don't have to pick those letters all over again. Not that it's that big of a deal, but because it was easy to do. But I'm going to hit copy, come back over here, and then I'm going to hit paste. So there it is. I didn't have to do any hard work. Select that color stop, which is color stop number 4. Hold down my shift key and drag it over the top of the number 3 and let go. And so now the baby is after step 2, which is where we wanted it to be. So now we just got to make sure that it is positioned in a space where we want it to be lined up, and weigh in what you think. Should we put baby on the edge like this, or should we rotate it, which is super easy by just clicking this rotate button, rotate it and then have it sideways on the edge, or should we put it in the middle sideways? So right side up like we had it before, sideways on the edge, or in the middle. Let me know what you think. All right. Yes, hem tape is amazing, Jeanette. Amazing. I love hem tape, especially for people who don't sew. There's a lot of miraculous stuff you can do with hem tape. Definitely not doll. Definitely doll baby bib choke. Well, T. Johnson, for one that's little teeny like the newborns, you know, that would be more of a decorative thing anyway, and I discourage leaving a baby bib on a baby. I don't care how old the baby is, leaving it on the baby without paying the baby any attention anyway. So, you know, that's only for feedings, and then you take it off, but we'll see. Edge, 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 right side up, edge. Okay, so on the edge like this, sideways, or should I turn it like it was, right side up, like that on the edge? So we're gonna put it on the edge. EJ's daughter says right side up. Hey, just seems right. Linda Woods Brown, welcome, welcome. Which one, right side up, since it's gonna be hanging on the shoulder? You think that's cool? What you think? But this bib, somebody asked earlier, it's a 6x10. So if you can go bigger than that, I would. And I think you can. I think we can go 8 by something or other. Right side up like that. Okay, cool. So here we have it. It's in place. It's locked in here. So let's go ahead and we are going to save as. And we're going to go back to desktop, and like we did before, I'm gonna leave the name the same, but I'm just gonna add custom on the end. And this time I'm gonna make sure to change it to PES so that I only save it one time, and then we're gonna hit save. All right, so here we have our burp cloth. Yay! So let us grab that on the desktop. And here's the burp cloth, and I'm going to roll down over here so that I can easily drag that over to my F drive, which is Blessings drive letter. All right, so let us switch over to the cutting table again so that we can get the hoop set back up for our burp cloth. Okay, so we've done our bib. So present number 1 for the pretend baby basket. Here's our towel. Let's move that out the way. Remember, we already cut our piece of flannel to fit. Yeah, flannel. I keep mixing up flannel and fleece. I've been doing that for years. Okay. So we've already cut that. We don't have to cut that again. And now we're just going to make sure that our hoop, our stabilizer is big enough for the hoop. Set that, move that, all in the way. And I'm going to move this over just a little bit. All right. Again, cutaway stabilizer. And we are going to measure that. So right here, we're going to go halfway up here. And move that out of the way, be gone. And now we're going to lay this down. And then we're going to lay down our flannel. Now what I do want to do is I'm going to check real quick on the, oh, well, actually I don't have to with this machine. It's not the same. Okay. And I'll show you what I was going to do here in a minute. So now we have that. It has that wrinkle. I'm going to try and pull it just like we did before. And somebody, when you asked, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, when you asked about using the Mighty Hoop with arthritis, yes, this is better for those who have arthritis, but keep in mind this is magnetic, super, super, super strong magnetic. As a matter of fact, I've had to learn how to use it without pinching my fingers. So when you use it, the only thing is if you have a pacemaker, they say no. So if you have arthritis, it's fine. But if you have a pacemaker, then no, I would not recommend this for you. All right. So here is our hoop already set up for our burp cloth. And what I'm looking at, this is kind of sideways and upside down. I should have paid attention to the orientation of the fabric. So now the little deer is laid on its butt. So it's, you know, sitting on its butt on the bed. But this, we're going to make sure that it's, you know, kind of oriented correctly. So when I check it, I'm going to make sure to load this in such a way that the curve of the burp cloth is on this end, so that the deer and stuff are at least the right way. All right, so little things that you got to pay attention to when you are making creations with one-way design fabrics. All right, so let's switch over to the blessing cam. And we are going to pull this up first before I put the hoop on. Sweet. So it's telling me to put it on this way. So that's what we're going to do. So now the deer will be up against the neck. And that's how I want it. All right. And let me grab my phone because I think I saw a question. All right. So I'm going to double check and make sure it's going to fit my hoop. Boom. And usually if it makes it and it doesn't hit the hoop on this side, then I don't usually take it all the way over. So let's check the top. Nice. Good clearance up there. So I know it'll be the same clearance down here because we're at the middle of the hoop. So step number 1, let's go ahead and make sure that we stitch this in black. And that's that. Hey, Kidda Blue, how are you? Hey, Cherry Creates, welcome, welcome. Walk by Faith, hello. Because baby face will be at the shoulder. Yes, it will. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Edge to bottom because the baby face will be at the shoulder. Sue Sweet B, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. Linda Sweet. Glad to hear that. Add Love says, look awesome. Looks awesome. I finally actually used my brother LB 7000 today. I purchased 2 years ago. Girl, that's what's up. That's what's up. Glad to hear that you're using it. Because Lord knows embroidery is a lot of fun and it's addictive. Let's see. All right, so we got our next step, which I think is just overkill because like I said, the placement stitch usually is so that you can just only hoop stabilizer. So you will hoop the stabilizer, then stitch out the placement stitch on the stabilizer. Then once the placement stitches, then you can put the pattern fabric on top. You can float your fabric instead of hooping it like I did. So the second step is just extra, as my grandpa would say. All right, so now let's make this one number 3. And we're going to stitch baby. All right. And let me double check while that's stitching. Make sure. I need to buy an embroidery machine. It looks like so much fun. Embroidery is fun. Back to this creations, especially in the hoop projects. I love in the hoop projects. So if you are able to get an embroidery machine, the in the hoop projects are super fun. So let's see. How do you like the machine? What was your first project? So Dimps Designs, I absolutely love both of the embroidery machines. My absolute favorite is my 15 needle embroidery machine. Mainly because it is industrial and there's very little that I can't do with that embroidery machine. So what in the world? Hold on, I apologize. I'm doing 2 things at one time, trying to make sure that what I'm looking at on my screen. Oh Lord, that's too big for a 5x7 too. That's crazy. That sucks. Okay. So we're gonna figure something out for the 5x7 folks. Is this gonna fit my hoop? This might not fit my hoop. Hold on. I got 13. Yeah, this is Taggy Blanket thing may not fit, so I'm gonna shrink it. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so okay. All right. Okay, cool. Sorry. My first project. Ooh, technically, my first project was on my single needle embroidery machine, my 4x4, and it was a washcloth that you would have thought would have turned out fantabulous because I mean, how do you mess up a washcloth? But because I did not use stabilizer, I didn't know that that was necessary. It turned out absolutely tragic, and I boxed that stupid machine back up and put it right back in the closet where it was and left it for almost a year. So it's about 6 months before I touched it again. So after that, when I brought it back out and I learned a little bit more and realized that I was supposed to use stabilizer, then I did a onesie, which is crazy because how do you go from a rag to a onesie? But I did, and it turned out super cute. So Yeah, I fell in love with embroidery at that point and haven't looked back since. Are you making blankets? I am not doing blankets today. Today we're doing a baby bib, a baby burp cloth, a baby little taggy lovey thing, like a blankie thing, but it's not a blanket. It's like the little thing with the tags on it. And I was supposed to do another project, but it's 10:30. Oh my gosh. This word baby gonna have to hurry up. I didn't realize it was that late. Trying to pull that thing through the valley of the neck of that bib took forever. Well, I'm hoping we can get through this taggy one because the taggy one is super cute. Hey Justin, welcome. Oh yeah, they do come pre-threaded. That does definitely help. Oh, you created a patch? That's what's up. Congratulations, Ad Love. That's what's up. Pamela Bradley White, hello. How are you? Yeah, Marissa, threading the needles are a little challenging, just a little bit. Um, but there is a trick. If you ever have to thread them again, just don't unthread the old thread, tie the knot and pull it through. Hopefully they taught you that. If they didn't, send me a message and let me know. Near 6536, the design is an in the hoop baby bib and an in the hoop baby burp cloth and an in the hoop baby taggy, and that is all in the description below. So since we're running out of time, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys while that's stitching out. I'm gonna show you the other design that I absolutely love to stitch out. Okay, when it comes to baby bibs and baby burp cloths, hands down my favorite. Okay, now first off, as I mentioned earlier, the bib, burp cloth, and taggy that we're doing tonight is on Creative Fabrica. So if you have a membership, all you got to do is go get it and download it. Super simple. You don't have to pay anything because you got your monthly membership, right? And if you don't have a membership with Creative Fabrica and you join with our link tonight, your first month is $1. So for $1, you get all three of these and whatever other designs you want off of their website for the next 30 days. How about it? So definitely check out Creative Fabrica. But on the other hand, there is another Etsy store that I absolutely love. The link is in the description below. And her store is One Rockin' Mama, okay? And the bib actually finished, y'all, while I was right here. So let me pull her up real quick, and then we'll look at that. It's a quilted bib and burp cloth. In the hoop, it's quilted. That's my absolute favorite look. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then especially if you quilt it and then put the customization on top of the quilting, y'all, I promise you, the folks just trip all the way out with that particular design. They absolutely love it. So let's transition you guys over to the machine because we're going to go ahead and put the towel over the top of our burp claw. So here is our towel. So I'm just going to lay this on top. Remember, we're going to lay it on top so that we can turn it inside out. And I'm going to go back to our black thread and we're going to let that stitch. All right, so again, One Rockin' Mama, she is on Etsy. This is the bib and the burp cloth pattern, and it's $5. $5 on Etsy for this, okay? So if you want it quilted, it's on Etsy, $5. If you want it not quilted, it's on Creative Fabrica, and it's not $5. If it's your first month, it's $1. So definitely check that out. All right, and now this bib and her bibs, if you scroll her Etsy page, this one is 7x12, and you remember the one that we did with this bib was 6x10. But there are more sizes that came with this. It's not just 6x10. There's some bigger. So for those of you that are like, it's too small for a baby, yeah, I mean it is. But if you go in their file, you can get the bigger size and it will fit a baby much better. All right, so They just make them smaller for those that have like the 6 needle like I do, where you can only do the 8 by 13, and you know, you just want to make the project. But like I said, it will fit an infant. Well, some infants. You got some of these babies that's being born darn near 12, 15 pounds, but for the smaller size ones, it can fit a newborn. And it's just for decoration, right? So definitely check out Creative Fabrica and check out One Rockin' Mama. One Rockin', Rockin, as in Nancy, Mama. And she has some other real cute in the hoop designs. She even has one that fits a Swiffer, y'all. So cute. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So check her out. And like I said, the in the hoop projects are super, super, super easy. As you see, it hasn't taken us long at all to stitch this out. It's almost done. There we go. So our burp cloth is done stitching. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and let's switch it over to our cutting table so that we can hurry up and get this cut out and then do our taggy. Okay. Hopefully we can get to our taggy. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. So we won't hold y'all hostage tonight over 11 o'clock, because I don't like to hold y'all late. All right, so there we go. That's one side. That's this side. Remember, we put the towel on the front, and when we get to the opening that's here, we want to leave a tab. So we're going to cut up and then over, and then we'll cut back in, and then we'll go around the rest of the bib. If you want to make it easier and have your corners super nice and neat, try and cut into the corners a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. Like right here, you can, you know, kind of clip into these corners with the edge of your scissors. Try not to cut your stitches, but if you clip into your corners, it will help, you know, the fabric curve a little bit better when it's time to turn it inside out and shape your bib and your burp claw. All right, so same with this curve right here. If you want it to be super neat, you just clip into it and loosen up that fabric so that it'll curve nice and neat when you shape it. All right, but I don't have time for that tonight, so we're going to ignore that. And we're almost done, and we won't have to struggle as hard because we don't have a gooseneck to pull through. So as you see, we have our tab. There's only one way to open it up because this is sewn shut, so you can't accidentally open it. And we're going to pull this through. And there you have a super cute burp cloth. And we'll close this up the exact same way. Both options are still available for this as well as the baby bib, where you can use the hem tape to close it up, or you can stitch it closed with the top stitching. All right, so here we go, pulling through. Boom, just like that. Mac and cheesy, y'all. Mac and cheesy. Easy peasy. All right, so this also works for any age. It's a small, more portable burp cloth instead of the super big ones. So this would be super cute to give as a gift, even with the bib being too little. All right. So we'll go much faster if my nail wasn't broken, but we're not going to talk about that. There we go. And then pull this out at the curve. And there you are. There's your contoured burp cloth with baby on it. And why that baby looks off center? Now I'm gonna fight somebody because I know I centered it on the thing, but whatever. All right, so there you go. And here is the opening where, again, we'll take a piece of stitch widgery, slide it in that little section, and then stitch it, not stitch it, but heat it closed. No steam, just a hot iron for about 20 seconds. Lift it up, check that after you put the heat to it. If it looks like it's coming apart, hit it for another 20 seconds. It is flannel, so it shouldn't hurt anything. All right, flannel heats pretty good, and you know the terry cloth isn't gonna go anywhere. All right, there we go. So we have our bib, we have our burp cloth. Now let's make a taggy. Now I've never ever made a taggy blanket before. Okay, so let's make a taggy blanket, and you'll see what the taggy blanket is when we make it. So we'll go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and get my stabilizer together first this time. All right, cutaway again, stabilizer, and then we'll go here, be banished. Here we have our do flotchy, and here we have our fabric. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have this hooped and ready. And Lord knows if you do get these magnetic hoops, watch your fingers because they will snatch, break a bone, because these hoops are not games to be played and trifled with. Okay, so that's ready. So let's pull up our taggy blanket thingy. And I keep calling it taggy, even though I think that's trademarked. So technically shouldn't be calling it that. All right, so a taggy is this right here. Hold on, let's go back to it for those who don't know. This is a taggy or baby teething blanket. Okay, so what this is just a square of fabric, and there's going to be places marked on the embroidery. The embroidery machine is going to mark it out for you where to put these tags on the blanket before we stitch it closed with the towel. Okay, so this is what we're making, but of course with our fabric. So let us go to Sew It Pro, and we're going to open up the taggy blanket, and we're going to grab, this one says it's an 8x8, so it should fit my hoop over there. It should. So let's grab a bigger hoop. All right, is that the wrong one? That was the wrong one. Hold on. It says 748. Mine is actually 8x13 mighty hoop. There we go. All right, so as you see, it is right at the edge of that hoop. So hopefully we won't have any issues. I have a theory of making it smaller, but I'm going to see if it works. So with this particular design, the first stitch, normally we would be placement stitch. The second stitch is to stitch the top fabric down and attach it to the stabilizer. That's if you don't hoop your top fabric in the hoop. I've already hooped mine, so technically we can skip step 1. Step 2, then step 3 is going to, let me highlight this with a darker color. Step 3, as you see, there's dark line here, dark line here, dark line here. This is the embroidery machine is going to stitch to show you where to put those tags when we put them in. Okay, and then step 4 is going to stitch those tags down. All right, and then step 5 is where we're going to put the towel on to close everything up. So we're going to actually close it up with terry cloth. All right, so in this one, normally what I would do is put the baby's name, copy and paste the baby's name. What is going on here? Dag nabbit. Come on, Sew It Pro, quit tripping. Okay, so normally I would put the baby's name probably after step number 2. Probably after step number 2, and then do the little lines. But because we're running out of time, I don't want to put the baby's name because it's taking too long to stitch that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just send this right on over to the embroidery machine just like it is, and pray that it does not trigger a warning on my embroidery machine. So let's go over to the embroidery machine and see if it is going to make my embroidery machine mad, because 8 inches technically is right there at the limit. And whenever you get an 8-inch embroidery design, usually the person who makes the design makes it a little less than 8 inches. It's 7.8 something or whatever. So let's go out to home and let's see if it pulls up. It does not pull up. It does not. Did I drag it over there? Let me see. Make sure I drug it over, because if I did, then that's telling me I need to shrink it. I did. I did. So we're going to shrink this, which is good, because what that's going to do is show you how to shrink it in Sew It Pro. So what I'm going to do is select the entire design, and then I'm going to go to Edit. I think, hold on, no, Tools. We're going to go to Tools, Resize Pattern, and notice the pattern size is 7.88 inches by 7.88 inches. Instead of putting in a numerical value of a specific inch size, I'm going to do by percentage, and I'm going to lock the aspect ratio because I want it to stay a square. Okay, so in the percentage of size, I'm going to drop it down to, I'm going to say 95% smaller, because I don't want it way smaller, but I do want it a good bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to go 95%, and I'm going to hit OK. And now look, it fits really well within that hoop, and that's what we want. We don't want it to hit the edge of that hoop anyway. So let's go ahead and put this in as PES, and Taggy Blanket, I'm going to go ahead and say custom, and we'll hit save. All right, and so now what we're going to do is go back out, and I'm going to go back to my desktop and find, where are you? Actually, where did I put it? I don't see it. Where did I save you? Save as. Oh, it's in the folder. Okay, I messed up and saved it in the wrong place. Okay, so here is the Taggy Blanket. Here it is, custom. So let's highlight that and drag it down to our F drive, which is Blessing. So now she beeped, it's over there. So now let's go back to the embroidery machine, and we are going to bring it over, load the design, and hit set. And now I'm going to grab my hoop, and it doesn't matter what orientation I put this in, because the baby is just going to grab it and chew on it, and it don't matter. The baby don't care. So we're going to put this on. And as I mentioned, ordinarily I would copy and paste the name and put it on there, probably diagonal for the baby, but you know, we're not going to have time for that today. Okay, so I'm going to do all of the stitches but the tag stitches in black. Okay, so let's go here. I'm going to do the tag stitches in white so that you can see them. I may even do them in gold so that you can see them. Look how close that is to the edge of the hoop. That's not good. You hear it knocking? That's not good. I don't like to do that, y'all. That was real close, so it's going to do the same thing up there. Whoop! No, it's not going to do the same thing. It's going to be too big. All right, so that's not going to work. We're going to have to shrink it again. And that's what you don't want to happen, because what will happen is it will bend your needle bar. What did I not do this time that I did before that I should have done with it this time? What is that? Please let me know so that you can know, and so that I know that you know. What should I have done that time that I did both other times now, but because I'm rushing, I did not do it this time? What is that? What is that? Let me know in the comments, please. What did I not do? See who picked up on that. So let me go back to Sew It Pro. Trays. Yes, I did not check. I did not double check the size. So even when you're rushing, you're more apt to make mistakes. You're more apt to make mistakes. Now, I shrunk that 95%, so I'm doing 90% this time. 90% should be enough. Matter of fact, you know what? We're not going to do 90. We're going to do 85%, I think. Tools, resize. We'll do 85 because that's 15% less. So it shouldn't mess up the pattern too much. All right, so Let's go back to my F drive, and I'm going to take that one out because that's the wrong size and I don't want to mistakenly mix it up. So now I'm going to grab the new size, the one, which is 6.69 in size. And I'm going to put it to the F drive. All right. So now let's go back to the embroidery machine. And this time I'm going to trace it because we don't want that drama again anymore, because the next time would probably tear up the embroidery machine. All right. So I cleared it out and I'm just going to stitch right back over the top of what I just did. So because it's going to be out the edge, so it won't be inside what I just did anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and check. Look there, way far away from the edge that time, so that's good. We definitely want to make sure of that, and far away that time. All right, so we're safe to go. Should have did that to begin with. All right, so there's the first step, and we're actually going to skip step 2 because remember, we don't necessarily have to do step 2. Uh-oh, I didn't cut that. It don't matter really though, right now, because that can be cut later. Alright, so after stitching this step, ordinarily we'll put the baby's name on here, right? So we're going to skip that because we're not going to put the baby's name. So let's skip ahead to our taggy step. And with this one, like I said, I was going to do it in white. This gold thread, gold is threaded. So we're going to do it in gold so that you can see it better. So now what this is going to do is stitch where our tags are going to go. Uh-oh, that looks like that's going to take a while. Hold on. 10 minutes. All right, so while that is stitching out our placement stitches for our tags, which I don't know that you can see that very well, but we will show that to you up close when we get back to it. So at this point, what I'm going to do while that is getting my steps together, I'm going to go ahead and get my ribbons together, the little tags that go on the bib. Okay, so babies like to chew and feel texture and stuff. So what I'm going to do is cut tags that are going to be hang to the outside of the bib. They can't be too big to get caught on fingers and such, but it needs to be big enough where the baby can, you know, chew on it. So we're looking at, what's this, roughly 3 inches for the ribbon. And I'm gonna do, we've got, I didn't even check how many went around the edge of that bib. Hold on, we're looking at, let's see, 1, 2, 3 per side, so 4 sides, so you're looking at 12. So let's do 2 like that, and then we'll flip it over and have 2 like that, and we'll have 2 like this, a little bit darker, then we'll have 2, what's that, 2, 4, 6. Oh Lord, blessing, why is you over there acting up? He was doing just fine. Y'all, she popped her thread, so I gotta go over there. Meanwhile, I'm struggling with the darn plastic wrap. Alright, so what do we say, 3? So 1, 2, 3. Didn't I have white? No, I didn't have white. I had that crazy looking color. So we're just gonna do this again. Mainly because I don't have a baby to give this to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we need 2 more. Hopefully the baby will be alright. Maybe we'll do 2 of these because I like the black and white. The black and white is cute. Remind me of a coral snake. Alright, so there we go. And I'm gonna fix this heifer's thread over here because she decided she wanted to stop stitching. Oh, that's why she decided to stop stitching. Apparently she's out of bobbin thread. And I'm talking junk. Yep, look at her. Out of bobbin thread. So let's get another bobbin. What did I do with them? Let's do this right here. So what was that, y'all? Not even 2 hours, and we're coming up on the finish of 3 full projects, right? So in 2 hours, you can have 3 baby projects done for a baby shower. All done in the hoop. You are taking forever. Oh, I haven't even been looking at the comments. I apologize. Reason, are you using a 6x10 hoop? No, my hoop is 8x13. So do you go back and remove the other stitches? Which other stitches are you talking about? You talking about the one where it bumped, where it hit the hoop, or are you talking about these gold stitches? So just to show you, I don't know how well you can see it now in the camera, but there's gold, 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 gold. So that's showing me where to put the tags, the ribbons that we just cut out, right? So let me grab some. And we are going to, I'm going to set them right here. And what you basically will do is fold it in half. And I really need tape. So let's grab some tape. And I like to use a painter's tape because it's just easier and it's not permanent, but it's sticky enough to hold it down. Making with Marilyn. Hey, Making with Marilyn. Welcome. Now, because we're going to flip this inside out, you need to put the edge of the tags to the outside and have the tags to the inside, because when we flip it, it's actually going to end up being to the outside. So when you're doing in the hoop and you're going to be flipping and stuff, you have to do everything in reverse. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you are working with in the hoop projects. Okay, so I'm just going to center this over the top of those gold stitches. After I get a piece of tape, I should have pulled this off first. All right, fold that again. All right, and tape that down. On this one, I'm going to do, fold it again, and still didn't pull off a piece of tape. One of these days I'll get that right. Tape that down. Pull off a piece of tape this time. Do the opposite side. Fold it. Y'all might have to find somebody's baby to give this to, because this is going to be cute. I like little taggies now. All right, so the edge of the good bit over, this needs to be a good bit over the edge so that the machine can stitch them all down. So we're gonna get this frilly ribbon. Probably should have put some freight check on that one, but we ain't gonna worry about it right now. Hopefully it won't unravel. And we are going to put this one down. All right. Put that kind of close. Whoops. I'll put another piece of tape. Didn't do it long enough. All right, like that. Another piece of tape. I'm gonna do this one opposite, but opposite corner of that one. Just to add a little bit of interest to baby, throw baby off a little bit. Baby be like, oh shoot, she got it opposite. Yes, baby, I sure did. You thought it was gonna be on the same side. You was wrong, baby. All right, and so now we're doing the black and white. And I'm going to put this one down here. Tape that down. And then another piece of tape. Black and white. I'm going to put up here. Just like that. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Why are you sticking to my finger? You don't want to get stitched on. I'm not going to stitch you. Just lay down like I asked you to. All right. And now this one, we're going to put in that corner. Come on, bruh. It knows I'm on the time constraint, so that's why it's trying to act ugly. All right, so that one. And again, making sure that those tags are over that stitch line, the edge of those tags. And we're gonna do the opposite corner again. Throw baby off some more. Baby gonna think she can flip the thing and chew on that side, and she's gonna be wrong. All right, and that's polka dot, so we're gonna go solid right here. So we're gonna flip the ribbon the other way. And we are going to put this here, make sure it's over the edge. And the same on the opposite corner back there. And that is all 12 tags. All right, so now what the embroidery design is going to do is it's going to come back and it's going to restitch, reinforce these tags so that we make sure that when baby is chewing on it, she doesn't pull the tags out and choke on the tags, because we definitely don't want that. So everything is taped down, everything's secure. So now let us go back to black and stitch those tags in place. All right, so it is going to stitch back over what the gold stitches was. All right. Hey, Best Uni, how are you? Welcome. We doing baby projects. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, 3 projects in the hoop, really quick, within what do we say, 2 hours, that you can do to make a baby gift to go in a baby basket or whatever, you know. This is really, really cool, really, really easy. It didn't take a whole lot, and you're gonna have an entertained baby, and you're gonna be the star of the baby shower. Take it from me, I know. All right, let's see. We need a piece of towel to go on the back of that to match, not to match, that was the wrong word, to cover. Let's see, is this big enough? It doesn't look like it is. What in the world? I didn't do that. What happened? Oh, the thread got stuck. Hold on. But that's good because that gives me a chance to make sure that this is going to be big enough to cover the whole thing because this is a scrap piece. Nope, not big enough, so I'm going to have to cut a piece. Oh well. All right. What did I say that was? What size did I say that was? That was 6 point something, so we'll go 7. I'm going to go ahead and cut the towel over here on the cutting table off camera so that I can just go ahead and throw it on. And I won't be holding y'all past my bedtime. Alrighty. And there you heard some towel cutting action going on over here in the background. And as you see, this part of it is a little bit tedious, but I mean, we needed to stitch all these tags in place. And here's our towel, so that we can just put that on when the time comes, which is as soon as this finishes stitching. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. And Miss Lady D, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Miss Bickham. I appreciate it. Yay. Thank you, Making with Marilyn. Bling class, Marissa. Yes, there will be another bling class. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this towel on there and I'll give you the date. I'm just going to go ahead and give you the date, y'all, because I'm excited. I loved the last bling class. I had a royal ball. Just had a ball and a half. Okay. Remember, we're going to turn it inside out. So you have your tags to the inside, and now we're going to put our towel on top so that when we turn it inside out, the towel will be to the back outside. All right, so that's our last step. And while that's stitching, I'm going to pull up a calendar. Today's the 3rd. That was on a Friday. Let's do our next one on a Saturday. Let's say the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd, we will have another bling class. I will post the tickets to it here in by the time the night is over, the tickets will be up. Now, just like we did the last time, there will be special tickets, deluxe tickets that will be available where you can have a package for you to follow along with that will be mailed to you. But those tickets will be limited in amount and limited time only because I got to get packages out to everybody. So for 1 week only, you will have deluxe tickets available. After that week, the cutoff time, 5 o'clock, last business day, then it will go to the regular tickets where you still get the same good information and you still get the same digital information, the files and everything, but you just don't get the physical stuff to go with the class. All right, so just keep that in mind. I want to say the tickets were $69.95 for the deluxe tickets, and for the regular tickets, I want to say they were $34.95. Hold on, let me double check that second price because I don't want to lie and then somebody call me out on it and then I'll be real sad. Because we got to break off the designers and break off the folks that supply the stuff, and we got to break off the post office. Even though the post office is talking about they're going to be delaying stuff, so I may have to cut those deluxe tickets off even sooner, and that sucks. So we'll see. The other ticket was one is $69.95 and the other was $34.95. Alrighty, y'all. Look, it's done. OMG. All right, so let's take it over to the cutting table and cut out our taggy since we're over 11 o'clock. I'm keeping y'all longer. I apologize. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's take it out the hoop. Yikes, Eve. Grab it right. Lord. Alright. Move this out the way. Yay. Alrighty, so let's get the cutting just like we did with our bib and burp cloth. We're going to cut a good little bit away from the seam. You know, you're going to have some extra. And when we get here, we're going to leave a little bit of a tag so that we can turn it inside out easily. This one sucks because I put the seam right there. That wasn't too smart, but whatever. Alright, and so let's go. And because I cut it just the right size, it's kind of close right here. But we ain't gonna worry about that because we're just gonna make it happen, Captain. I absolutely love these stupid cobalt scissors, man. They're made for the garage and whatnot, but they are perfect in my studio for heavy duty cutting. I absolutely love them. And they're hard to find. You can find them holiday time, but after that, it's hard to find the set. It's the set with two. Matter of fact, I'll show you if you're interested. These are good, heavy duty, cut through thick stuff scissors. See, they come two in a pack. And these I searched for. I love these. When I come across them, I buy extras. Because, you know, scissors don't stay sharp like you think they should. All right. So that's enough plug for cobalt. I'm just cutting off this extra nub from the edge of the towel. Okay, let's get all of this off. And now we'll turn it inside out. So there's your hole. Again, you can't pull this side apart because it's stitched closed. And you see how little bitty hole they gave us? OMG. So now me and my arthritic hands have to turn this thing inside out with the struggle again. I thought it would be easier. And if I wasn't worried about cutting a tag, I would cut it open a little bit more, but I don't want to cut a tag. One of the little ribbons. So, and that's probably why the hole was that small, now that I sit here and reflect on that. All right. Come on. The struggle bus is real. We making struggle stuff for babies. All right, come on. Yikes. Stupid fingernail. You would pick me down the break. All right. Y'all don't have arthritis. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Make it a matter of prayer that out of everything, arthritis avoids you as long as possible. Because I'm going to be in pain tomorrow off of this. All right. Yikes. Was the hole small enough? All right, y'all. Let me break this fingernail. Hold on. All right, there we go. Now we can work like we're supposed to. I done broke off the fingernail. Okay. Use the fingers I was intended to use. Oh, no, I'm pulling it back in. What the world? Okay. All right. For a baby, I don't even know. Oh, no, I'm doing it for y'all. My bad. My bad. I gotta look at it the right way. This is for education. Yay. All right. Woo, boy. Talk about. There we go. Come on, let's twist you up and get you shoved up in there. Come on, bro. It's like giving birth to a. I think I should have been able to reach in there and pull one of these dang tags from the opposite side, you would think. All right. We just gonna strong arm this. And then too, you know what I just thought of? We shrunk the project as well. We had to shrink it to fit in that hoop. So that made the hole smaller as well. Woo, girl. Hold on, my bad. Oh, I gotta laugh at myself. Sorry. Come on. There we go. Yes. Shove, shove. Shovity, shove, shove. And I kid you not, I talk like this to myself even when I'm not live and I'm trying to make stuff work. Look at all this I got to shove through that dang hole. What in the world? I should have used my pullers like I did with the other thing, shouldn't I? I didn't think of that, which is why I struggle. Struggle bus. There we go. Yay, yay, progress. Okay. Woo! Let's all give this project a shout of praise and a hand of applause, because this hand right here, this especially this knuckle right here, is just about ready to fight everybody. Okay. Knowing that it is arthritic, so it can't even ball up right now to make a fist. Okay, so we got it inside out. And we have now disembarked from the struggle bus. So we're going to pull out our corners, which they don't have to be perfect. I forgot because this is not like a real order for somebody. So I'm just going to pull out these corners decent. Look at that. Yes. Oh, look. Oh, that's the opening. Woo, I was about to be upset. I thought I had poked a hole in this thing. All right. Okay. I see you. I see you, Taggy. All right, so we have our opening. We're going to tuck it in just like we did the other two projects. And we're going to get a piece of our hem tape. Ooh, ouch. And then we're going to shove it right on in there. Come on, shove nicely. There we go. Make a nice little hem tape sandwich. Okay. And so now when you take off all of this tape, look, oh my gosh, we have a Taggy Blanket. Little known fact about me, I carried a blanket when I was little. I carried my blankie till I was, yikes. I'm not even going to say because it's embarrassing. I sucked my thumb for a very, very, very long time, and I had to have my blankie. So this project is kind of near and dear to my heart. I didn't need the tag, but I did need my blankie, and I like the edge of the blanket. You know, like this part was like a must. So, and I had one blankie that I carried for years till I lost it on a trip we went on out of town. So just keep that in mind. One day I'm gonna do a trivia, probably on our 50K members. We'll do a trivia, and I'll ask you what is something that I did as a kid for a very, very long time. And that was carry my blankie and suck my thumb. All right. Isn't that cute, y'all? Isn't that cute? That's totally adorbs. And that would have been real cute with baby stitched right there, man. Okay. So there you go. You got a Taggy. And that turned out cuter than I thought it would with the different colored tags and that red. There's your baby bib. All right. 3 projects. And here is our Burp Cloth. And all of this can go in a baby gift basket ensemble for giving at a baby shower. Now, like I mentioned, there's other projects too. They had a teether. You know, we could have done that if we had time. But in the hoop, y'all, all on the embroidery machine, all in the hoop and customized. So we could have put the baby's name, and it just would have really been a huge hit at the baby shower. Now, I would have done a bigger bib, but like I said, this possibly could work for like an infant, like the newborn infant type, like fresh out the womb, and you just want something with the baby's name on it so the baby can take a picture and that's it, and put it in a memory box. That's the size bib this would be. And then of course the Taggy is big enough for the chap to have for forever. All right, so super easy projects, super cute turn out type stuff that will make you some moolah moolah. And when it makes you some moolah moolah, you can say, oh my God, who showed you that? And of course, you'll have to say, it was the baby's booty. I want you to make money. So go out there and knock them babies upside their head, right? I want y'all to show all the way out at the baby showers. Matter of fact, I want you to make a bling shirt to wear when you go to the baby showers so they'll know who you is when you walk in the door with your customized, personalized, embroidered baby gifts. What? What? They don't know who they messing with. They messing with one of the hoop group, man. Yes, they is. Yes, they is, and they don't even know it. So sad. I feel bad for them. They don't even know what they messing with. Because we do embroidery, and we's the bomb, right? You heard it here. You heard it here first. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I had fun tonight. We went over. I apologize. 20 minutes. OMG. I apologize. My honey is going to be a little bit sad, but he knows we like to have fun. So hopefully he'll be all right tonight. So thank you so very much for joining me. I'm going to scroll really quick. Thank you guys for the commendations on the gift. It was an awesome project. And as you see in the hoop, it's so easy to do. It's very, very, very easy. And there are projects out there for 4x4 in the hoop. It really is. You can make some of anything. Little purses to hold the baby passies, you know, so we may have to throw in a video for that, like a separate video to piggyback onto this one of some 4x4 size stuff. How about that? How about we get together and do some 4x4 embroidery gifts to put in that baby basket too? That would be fun, right? Because it ain't all about these big machines. You could do some bomb stuff with the little one too. So we'll have to make it a point to do that. Thank you, Ray Williams. Thank you, Dimps Designs. Thank you for joining us, Big Boy Prince. Thank you, Taryn. Thank you, Allison Holloway. Thank you. Yeah, we all are destined for arthritis. That's the nature of a crafter. So, you know, I kind of just deal with it. Fidel, thank you. Fabulous 32, thank you. You're welcome. I haven't seen your name, so thank you for joining us. 7:55, Marissa Dandridge. What time for the bling class? I always do, well, I do 7. So 7 o'clock roughly, because like this last class ended up being 3 hours instead of 2. So I kind of like to leave it at 7 so that we can have that extra playtime and it not go too late for those who may be joining us on the East Coast. So 7 p.m., around about that time. It's 7:30, something like that. On a Saturday this time. So for those who couldn't do Friday, maybe they'll be all right with a Saturday. So thank you very much. Let's see, Making with Marilyn, thank you. Kidda Blue, thank you. Craftable Things, thank you. We appreciate you, ma'am. Erica Chamberlain, thank you. Y. Williams, The Best Uni. Kimberly Joyner, thank y'all so very much. Diana Henderson, Ms. Lady D, thank y'all. Thank y'all very, very, very much for joining us this evening and for stitching out with us. And for hanging out with us. I had a ball. So I look forward to seeing you all next time here on the channel. And as I mentioned, we got a rhinestone class coming up. So spread the word. If you know somebody that wants to bling some things, let them know. So 2 weeks from now, what do we say? The 23rd? Yep, the 23rd. October the 23rd, we will have another bling class. The tickets will go live tonight at midnight. You'll be able to go onto our website, thebabiesbooty.com/events-1, and that link, I think, is in the description below. If not, I'll make sure it's there so that you can sign up for the class. Let them see you run the 2 machines at the same time so they can see how production is. That would be fun. Matter of fact, we might mess around and run 4 machines at a time, fold their heads. I think they'll like that too. Because I'm trying to tell you, just because it's a little bitty machine don't mean that sucker can't make money. So we can have 2 big machines, a 5x7 and a 4x4 going all at the same time, making a baby gift basket. What? Y'all ain't ready for that kind of heat though. Y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for that kind of heat. I don't know. That might be too much. That might be too much. It might stress y'all out and you'd be like, oh my God, I just can't take it. I can't take it. You know, I don't want to do y'all like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll think on it. I'll let you know how it goes. But likewise, Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. It's been a long weekend and I'm ready for bed. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thank you for stitching out with me. And if you have any other recommendations, drop them in the comment below. And until the next time I see you all, I hope you have happy embroidery. Stay safe and have a great night. Bye.